Okay guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to Blue Point TV, where we talk about football and football related stories. Right guys, let's talk about coaches that are looking for a new job, or rather club that needs new coaches. Now we know that there are some football clubs that want to get their coaches. Bayern Munich looks like they've gotten their man. Barcelona looks like, obviously they have gotten their man. These two clubs, they have agreed on these coaches. Chelsea as well looks like they've seen, the coach that will become the new Chelsea coach. We have Napoli looking for a coach as well, and also Juventus. We'll just talk about this club. Now let's start from Bayern Munich. Now, as you know, Bayern Munich have agreed on a deal with Vincent Kompany to be the new Bayern Munich coach. I think they've agreed on a 3 years contract to be the next Bayern Munich coach. Now, there are people saying, how can Bayern Munich sign Vincent Kompany as their new coach? He just took Burnley, to the championship. How is it that Bayern Munich are, signing him as their new coach? Now, for me, I feel like Bayern Munich, they are saying that he has what it takes to be a top coach in the future, and we understand how he sees the game, how he likes to play. Even if he struggled with Burnley in the Premier League, but we can see what he's trying to do. That's my feeling here. That's my opinion on Vincent Kompany. That's the reason why I feel like Bayern went for him. Obviously, Bayern Munich have searched for so many coaches, the likes of Xabi Alonso, the Stuttgart coach. There are so many coaches that they want to sign. They couldn't get them. Possibly that's the reason why they went for Vincent Kompany. But at the same time, Vincent Kompany has shown that he can play ball position football. That's how he sees the game. That's how he wants to play. So I feel like if he becomes the next Bayern Munich coach, I feel like they have the players that can give him that kind of football. So maybe that's the reason why they are going for Vincent Kompany. So it will be interesting to see how that one will go. Imagine Vincent Kompany managing player like Harry Kane that he played against, and some other players there, top players that Bayern Munich have. So it will be interesting to see Vincent Kompany managing in the Champions League. We shouldn't forget Bayern Munich will be in the Champions League next season. So Vincent Kompany will be the one managing Bayern Munich in the Champions League. So your thought and your opinion on Vincent Kompany being the new Bayern Munich coach, right? Let's talk about Hansi Flick. Because Hansi Flick will be the next Barcelona coach, and I think they've agreed on a deal for 2 years contract. Now, for me, Hansi Flick is a top coach, an experienced manager. This is a coach that won the Champions League and as well won the Bundesliga when he was at Bayern Munich. We know how he likes to play. He's also that kind of coach that likes to control the game, being aggressive. He likes to press. That's how he sees the game. So I feel like it could be a good fit with, Hansi Flick and Barcelona. So for me, Barcelona signing Hansi Flick, like I said before, he's an experienced manager. He's a manager that have won big titles. So him going there could be a good signing for Barcelona. So your thoughts and your opinion on Hansi Flick being the next Barcelona coach. Do you think he will do well as the next Barcelona coach? Your thoughts and your opinion on that one. Right, guys, let's talk about Antonio Conte. Now, Antonio Conte looks like he will be the next Napoli coach. There's talks already going on between Napoli and Antonio Conte to be the next Napoli coach. They are talking already. He looks like he likes the project. He looks like he likes the club. He wants to accept. He looks like he will accept being the next Napoli coach. Now, for me, my thought on Napoli, we know that Napoli struggled last season. And for me, I feel like the reason why they struggled was because of the coach, that Spalletti, the coach that won the league with Napoli. I feel like he was the reason why they struggled last season. And for me, him being there, I feel like he was much part of the reason why they won the league. And losing him, I feel like that's another reason why they struggle. If he was there, I don't think, obviously I'm not saying they will win the league again, but I think they will be okay. So now going for Antonio Conte for me, I feel like his system and his philosophy as a coach is different from Spalletti. Spalletti for me is a ball position based coach. He wants to control the game. He wants to press. That's how I see him. But for Antonio Conte, I think Antonio Conte for me is more of a defensive-minded coach. He likes to stay compact. He likes to hit team on the counter, especially if he's playing against a very good team or a better team that that is better than his own team. That's how I think he likes to play. He wants to sit back, not saying he's packing the balls, but kind of being compact, and being difficult to break down. That's how I think Antonio Conte likes to play. Could it be a fit? Do you think it would be a fit between Antonio Conte and Napoli? Obviously, Antonio Conte is a passionate coach, and the Napoli fans as well, they are passionate. So maybe that would be the match between these two, Antonio Conte and the Napoli fans. That passion. So it will be interesting to see how that one will go. It will be interesting to see how Antonio Conte will, perform with this Napoli team. And I feel like Antonio Conte is also a demanding coach. He likes to demand so much in terms of transfer. He wants the best players. So it will be interesting to see if Napoli have the resources to give him those kind of players, if they want to spend the kind of money Antonio Conte wants. That's how I feel like, that's how I think he is. So your thoughts and your opinion on Antonio Conte going to Napoli. Okay, let's talk about Juventus. Now, Juventus, it looks like they will want to sign, or they've agreed to sign Thiago Motta, the Bologna coach. Thiago Motta was once Inter Milan player, once Barcelona, and as well Paris Saint-Germain player. Now he's the current Bologna coach, so he looks like he'll be heading to Juventus. There's agreement reached already between Juventus and Thiago Motta. He wants the job, he wants to manage Juventus, and for me, I think Juventus is the biggest club in Italy, so it will be interesting him managing a club like Juventus. Now, for Thiago Motta, he has done well for himself as a coach. We shouldn't forget he took Bologna to qualify them for the Champions League. Bologna will be in the Champions League next season, so it's a huge achievement for him as a coach, taking a club like Bologna to the Champions League. I think Bologna, they are a small club in Italy, so for him to qualify them for Champions League, that's a huge achievement. And I remember Napoli wanted Thiago Motta last season when Spalletti was leaving. He was the one that they wanted, but it couldn't happen. Now he will be possibly heading to Juventus. So let's see if that will be a good match between Thiago Motta and Juventus, because I think Thiago Motta has what it takes to be a top coach in the future. So it will be interesting to see how he will perform with Juventus, or as the Juventus coach. So your thoughts and your opinion on Thiago Motta being the next Juventus manager. Your thoughts and your opinion on that one. Right, guys, let's talk about Chelsea. Now it looks like Chelsea have gotten their man. It looks like Chelsea have gotten the coach that they will want, and he's Enzo Meresca, the current Leicester City coach. Now we understand that Chelsea, they are saying they want a ball possession-based coach. They want, a coach that will control the game. They always want to control the game. They always want to play that kind of football. And it looks like Enzo Meresca is that kind of coach that will want to control the game. It looks like Enzo Meresca is that kind of coach that will want to be playing, that kind of football that the Chelsea board wants. Now, obviously, Enzo Meresca is from, or was once, Pep Guardiola assistant. So getting Enzo Meresca to be interesting. Okay, I'm coming. Come on, give you bread. So getting Enzo Meresca, it will be interesting to see how he will perform as the new Chelsea coach. Now, Enzo Meresca already, he has qualified Leicester City to the Premier League. So Leicester City will be in the Premier League next season. So he wants the Chelsea job. He said he likes the idea from the Chelsea board. He likes the project. He wants the job. So imagine Enzo Meresca managing Chelsea and taking them to Europe. Now, for me, I feel like he has an opportunity here to win the title, because Chelsea will be in the European Conference League next season. So they should be the favourite winning that title. For me, they should be the favourite winning that title. So that's an opportunity for Enzo Meresca to win that title. And the report is saying it will be a 5 years contract. They wanted to give him 2 years and plus one before. Now another report comes out to say it could be a 5 years contract. So giving Enzo Meresca a 5 years contract, maybe there's some belief that the coach has what it takes to, take Chelsea to the next level. You never know in football. So that's this opportunity that will be given to him. So let's just see if he has what it takes to manage Chelsea to the level that possibly that we want. So that's it for me on Enzo Meresca. Your thoughts and your opinion on Enzo Meresca being the next Chelsea manager. Your thoughts and your opinion on that one. And also, guys, please, if you're watching the video on YouTube, subscribe to the channel Bluepoint TV if you're new, and also like the video. It's very important. And also, guys, we're also on Facebook. Follow the channel Bluepoint TV. Share the video as well. Thank you, guys. Stay safe while I see you again. Bye.